my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. It's a Monday morning and we're live, large and in charge on your Feel Good Breakfast show. And right now, time for us to unpack all of the exciting technology news that you need to know about this week with the General Manager of Bandwidth Blog, Brian Smith. Always a pleasure to have you here. So how are you?
Thank you for having me back.
Excellent. Good news for Sand Parks. It appears we are now officially on Google Maps Street View.
Indeed, and I think this is really exciting news for anyone who's gotten lost in South Africa's amazing landscapes before. And this comes as the result of an initiative between Drive South Africa and Google's Trek Alone program, which equips pro photographers, non-profit organizations with a 360-degree camera to map out live street view locations.
Yes.
And so this team has succeeded in not only capturing South Africa's national parks, but also 170 new trails and our UNESCO World Heritage Sites.
That is beautiful stuff. I wonder if a couple of lions photobombed some of the pictures that you might see if you go to Kruger National Park. All right, moving on to the web. It seems somebody nearly just, I guess, committed the greatest social media crime last week when Donald Trump's Twitter account was deleted or deactivated for a little while.
It was huge.
It was... Okay, that was a very good one. I didn't expect that.
Well, this comes as the result of a rogue staff who actually deleted Donald Trump's Twitter account, but prior to him being dismissed from Twitter, he managed to delete the account for about 11 minutes. It was 11 minutes of beautiful silence before Twitter's staff noticed and reinstated the account with full effect.
What, can't you permanently delete someone's account?
You can, so he didn't do the full job. You could have redirected that domain to someone else.
Oh, could have been so amazing. All right. And lastly, Samsung have announced that this week they've managed to upcycle 40 Galaxy 5Ss. Tell me about this mission and what exactly they're trying to do.
So this actually, I think, is an amazing idea because it speaks to one of the most fundamental problems of our time, and that in our electronic devices, when they're produced, they use a lot of hard-to-produce components and then rare materials like copper, gold. And when we discard our smartphones and electronics, we don't tend to think about the impact of that in the environment.
Yes.
So Samsung's Creative Lab have looked at the way, how can we reuse old hardware? One of the first applications they've come up with is taking 40 Galaxy S5s, which were first released in 2014, and converting them to serve as a Bitcoin mining rig through which you can mine cryptocurrency. The idea is here, how can we reuse old hardware and put it to better use? So, for example, in future, if you have an old smartphone, you might be able to download a file from the internet and, if it has a fingerprint scanner, turn it into a smart doorbell or door lock.
Very, very interesting, and great stuff from them as well. Innovative thinking going forward. So do you think that, you know, other older devices, can you think of other uses? I mean, you were talking about the smart doorbell, but what other things, I mean, you can allow your imagination to go?
Oh, I think the possibilities are endless. One of the things I think might be a cool idea is to turn a smartphone into a smart security camera. For example, if you have a smartphone with a really good camera, that might be a nice application if you don't tend to use it anymore and you want to put it to new use.
I mean, we can turn a smartphone into a device that can make you travel back in time to that time when you're about to get fired at Twitter and you actually do the job properly. Do it properly. Anyway, Brian, thank you so much for updating us, and for the latest, of course, on all things technology, visit bandwidthblog.com.